Hi, this is JJ Smith Medium, and welcome to this week's episode of Spirit Stories, the Weekly Wow. This week, I want to talk about a woman that I've actually been seeing every month for the last 9 months, and I'm so incredibly proud of her, and that's why we're talking about it today. With her, she has primarily Reiki reading hybrids done, and so when she first came in, when I first met her 9 months ago, she was just so blah. I mean, it's a technical term, I know. But what it was is she just felt heavy and she was so unhappy. When she came in, the reason she came in is because she said she knew she was like just super negative and she couldn't figure out how to shake this negativeness, that she hated her job. She had a hard time even walking into the building, even though it was a really good job and she had not been doing it for very long. And she just wasn't happy. She said, I've tried everything and I can't find happiness. I can't find joy. And so we started doing Reiki together. And during that process, what Reiki entails is a clearing of the chakras that are blocked. And she was consistently having the same 3 chakras, right? And this is why a lot of people don't realize with energy work, it's cumulative, right? Just like if you, sprain an ankle really bad and have to go to a physical therapist, you don't go one time and go, oh, my ankle should be fixed now, right? You have to go to physical therapy for a while to get that full range of motion and strength back in your ankle. And Reiki is very similar in that with energy work, you have stuff in your chakras that's been being pounded down for years and years and years, right? All kinds of emotions that we just bury and bury. And when we started working together and she was telling me, I'm feeling like this, she said, I'm committed. I'm going to come every single month because I'm committed to my wellness and I want to feel better. And she did a few other things with it as we were working together. I said, gosh, have you ever tried therapy or have you tried this? And so she's added things on. And I'll tell you, every time I see her, she feels lighter to me, right? She has a glow about her. And I just saw her yesterday and I said to her, I hope this doesn't sound condescending, but I'm just so proud of you because you are making leaps and bounds with your health. She's going to the gym twice a week now. And she's taken off 40 pounds. One of the things we realized while I was working on her is she actually is an empath, right? She has empathic tendencies, which means she's like a sponge. She absorbs other people's emotions. And she didn't realize that was happening, just like before I was a medium, I didn't realize what was happening to me. And so I taught her how to ground before she walks into the office, because otherwise she would walk into an office full of 30 people and whatever the emotion is that's flying around, she'd be taking it all in. And then she's tired and she's lethargic and she feels negative. And so I taught her how to ground before she steps into the office every morning. And she told me that's made a night and day difference, being able to do that grounding exercise. And, she's just really started taking control back over her life. And one of the things she was laughing about after our session yesterday is she said, you know what's weird? It's never the same. Like every time I come in and have Reiki done, my experience is different. Like what I see behind my closed eyes or the sensations that I experience or how I'm feeling afterwards. And that's typical. That's one of the things I hear from everybody is it's never the same, but it always is worthwhile and positive because as you clear out all the blockages in those chakras that have held on to pain for so many years, it starts opening up a piece of you that basically had been locked down and releasing emotions. You know, people always are like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, I'm crying. And I'm like, this is a pro cry zone. And because the reason that happens is as you start clearing out all that old pain, it is opening up parts of you that haven't been opened in a really long time. So I always equate it to, you know how like if you do a cleanse for eating and the first 2 days, like you cut out sugar and carbs and the first 2 days you feel horrible, you feel nauseous, you feel sick, you are craving everything. But it's like once you can get past day 3, you start feeling so much better. That's kind of how I feel about Reiki is as you continue to clear out the junk that's been creating these blocks in your chakras for all these years, you just start feeling better. So that's my weekly wow this week with the spirit stories is the pride that I have in this client, Jane, and how far she's come. Oh, and she got promoted a couple of weeks ago. And she said, if I wouldn't have started seeing you, I would have left that job. I wouldn't have even stayed there. And now she has this great promotion and is earning more money. So I don't think you can go wrong with that. So this is JJ Smith on this week's episode of Spirit Stories Weekly Wow. If you would like to check out my website or book an appointment, feel free to go to jjsmithmedium.com, and that's where you'll find the calendar to book. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.